Athletic. A lot to get to. On the two injuries that you had tonight, can you tell us what's going on with them, and are either of them serious?
I was told Jetty was having back problems early in the first quarter. They took him in the back and came back and said that he was done for the night. I don't know the extent of the injury. We'll have to wait and see how he is. Who else got hurt?
George.
Yeah. George was hurting this morning. He was hurting this morning. It was actually the last play of the Orlando game where he's going up for a shot and he got fouled. But the raise of the arm that's the same side that he had been having problems with. He tried to participate and shoot around this morning. He didn't look good. He didn't look good at all. He just thought that maybe tonight that if he were to kind of get it loosened, he could probably play. So he taped up, went out prior to the game to try to see how it felt, and it was just bothering too much. So, we elected to just sit him out tonight and see how he is tomorrow. So, I don't think we'll know anything further until probably tomorrow.
How'd you think Colin responded?
I thought he did a good job. I thought he did a really good job. That was to me that was just a big test for him against a really good point guard in Schroeder. They matched speed for speed. Both guys, they finished well around the basket. I really thought, when I heard that George wasn't going to play and that Colin would be starting, I told my coaches, I said, this is going to be a really good test for him. And I think he passed the test. I really do. I thought he played. He played with a lot of vengeance. He was in the attack mode. He wasn't afraid to take the shot. Defensively, he has to get better, particularly against quick guys. He still has that tendency to look for the screen and peeking at the screen, and when you turn back around, the guy's gone. So just some little things that he's got to get better at, and we'll keep teaching him. We'll keep showing him in film. But I thought he played a really good game tonight, really solid game.
Emmett Golden, ESPN Cleveland. What did you see from Auntie tonight that you liked, and did he do enough to earn more minutes in the future?
Well, I think he's just been a guy who, it wasn't really even about tonight. I love Big Z's game. He's a big man that you can throw the ball down into the post to. He has terrific footwork. He can use both hands around the basket. Just been unfortunate. It's kind of been a numbers situation as far as minutes are concerned. You can't play everybody. But with no Jetty tonight, and obviously with no George Hill, we were down in bodies. I had been contemplating for a while as far as playing two big guys together. And the big guys have kind of been on me a little bit. You got to put us both out there. And I saw this tonight being a game of opportunity to do that. And Big Z responded very well. He responded extremely, extremely well. So I was very pleased with the way he played. The way he played tonight, does he deserve more minutes? Absolutely, because he's just he knows how to play. He understands. And he's very productive when you get him the ball down low. He's going to get a good shot off. He may not make it, but he's going to get a good shot off. But he certainly played really well tonight. I was very proud of him, as I told him after the game.
Coach Ron Potesta, the Sports Animal 1390. Jordan Clarkson had 8 assists tonight. Now, I know he loves to shoot the ball, but do you like the fact that he's able to come up big in the assist department for you guys?
Absolutely. Jordan is a scorer. He's got a scorer's mentality. Most scorers, they see only one thing, and that's that rim, and they're going to get their shot up, come hell or high water. But I thought tonight, he did a really good job in looking for his teammates when his shot wasn't there. Jordan has that ability to get away from a lot of defenders, and he's very elusive, and it's just a matter of which shot is he going to take. If he's around the rim, He's good at hanging and using both hands. But I thought tonight he did a really good job in finding his teammates. When the defense did collapse, he made the right plays. And when he's like that, that's just going to open his game up even more, because now defenders, they see that he's a willing passer, and that's just going to open his game up even more. But I thought he really did a good job sharing the basketball tonight.
So when it's clear that Colin makes a mistake, you can see some of his teammates' body language drop a little. You saw it a couple times tonight, and I'm just wondering if you've had to talk to them about patience with a kid who is 19 and he's a rookie.
Yeah, I actually pulled some guys to the side when we were in Orlando, and that was my exact point. Having to be patient with a 19-year-old kid. I mean, I didn't read the article, what was wrote, but I was told what was in it, and I just didn't think that was fair at all for it, to go at a 19-year-old kid like that. As I told a couple of guys, hey, you were 19 at one point, and to step up to this level, I'm sure, that you would have been in a situation where you'd have been making mistakes too. In order for Colin to learn, he's going to have to make mistakes, and some of these mistakes we're going to have to live with. I know for me, given what the situation is with him, I want him to be aggressive. I want him to be in attack mode at all times. I don't want him to be passive. He turns the ball over. I don't want him thinking about what his teammates think, and I've expressed that to the team. We're going to live with some mistakes. We'll correct him, but we cannot get down on this kid just because he makes mistakes, because it's tough enough as it is coming in that young and to play on this level and to go out every night knowing that certainly we depend on him, certainly we want him to do well, but everybody's going to make mistakes. Everybody's going to make mistakes, and we have to embrace him when he does make a mistake, just like we embrace everybody else. So it's not fair. It's not fair for for body language to change just because he makes a mistake. I think when he does make a mistake, and now every time he does something, he kind of look over at me. But like I told him, I can live with mistakes. I really can. I can live with mistakes, but you got to just keep playing hard, and just show me that you're learning from your mistakes. We talk a lot about just a simple thing on the free throw line, making sure you pinch the shooter. And if I see that he doesn't do his assignment, then I see he's just not focused. But he's actually gotten better in that area. So we'll live with his mistakes. We'll continue to develop him, and hopefully he will continue to grow. And I think tonight's game was a major step in the right direction. Again, against a terrific guard in Dennis Schroeder, who's good on both ends of the floor. And I thought Colin did a tremendous job against him and had a fantastic game.